Okay, let's get to our highlight package. The A's took the lead in this game in the first inning, batting against the right-hander Juan Dominguez. As with one out, they got back-to-back singles by Kendall and Kotze, and then Chavez delivered a sac fly. So Barry Zito went to work on the Rangers in the bottom of the first. Gary Matthews led off with a single. Then the American League's leading hitter, Michael Young, was up next. 1-2. Zito checks the runner in the pitch to Young. Breaking ball inside corner, ring him up. Strike three called. Young knew it. Walks away. After Teixeira was hit by a pitch, Soriano was next. Zito has the sign from Kendall. Down to the belt. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Got it with a breaking ball down and in. Perfect way to pitch Soriano. So he Ks. Here he wound up with 8 strikeouts today. The A's would increase their lead in the third inning. Mark Ellis leading off.
For the A's, Mark Ellis, Jason Kendall, Mark Kotze. Against 6'2", 195-pound right-hander Juan Dominguez, who winds and delivers, and the pitch is a fly ball to center field. Matthews going back, still going back to his left. He's going to the track, and that ball it's gone into the seats, into the Texas bullpen, just beyond the wall in right center field, 407 feet away. And Mark Ellis picks up where he left off on the last road trip by going deep once again. Home run number 9, RBI number 43, and the A's are on top by a score of 2-0.
And they would keep it going after a single by Jason Kendall. Kotze continued the A's offense.
0-2 pitch to Kotze, and it's a fly ball to right, and that one is well hit. DeRosa's going back. He's at the track, looking up, gone in the seats above the Texas bullpen. 2-run shot for Kotze, number 13 on the season, and the A's are up 4-0. That one, there wasn't much doubt about.
The Rangers would battle back against Zito in the third inning, a walk, a forced play, a double. They had 2 on with 1 out. Things were set up for Mark Teixeira.
2-1 pitch, and Teixeira lines it to center. That's a base hit. Over Ellis, charging is Kotze. 2-run score. The Rangers on the board. It's a 4-2 ball game. And Teixeira didn't hit that ball particularly hard, but he got it over second in front of center. RBIs 116 and 117.
Meanwhile, Juan Dominguez was still on the hill for the Rangers when the A's batted in the fourth inning with Dan Johnson leading off.
2-1 pitch, high drive, deep right center field. I don't think that's coming back. Matthews at the wall, leaps, and it's gone. Dan Johnson goes deep for the 13th time with the Athletics this season. The A's' third home run in just the last 2 innings, and they now lead it by a score of 5-2.
And a critical throwing error coming with 1 out when Scudero was batting, an error by the normally reliable third baseman Hank Blaylock. Double by Ellis. Kendall walk, exit Juan Dominguez, enter Erasmo Ramirez. Kotze bounced into a forced play when Teixeira made a good play, but the A's had the bases loaded with Chavez at the plate.
2 down, bases loaded. 1-2 the count to Chavez. And Ramirez is set, and the 1-2 pitch is lined to left. Mensch going back, still going back, and it's over his head, and it's up against the wall. 1 run is in, 2 runs in, coming around third. Here comes the throw, not in time. 3 runs in, sliding into third base is Eric Chavez. That'll be a 3-run double, and the A's are on top by a score of 8-2. Pitch was on the outside part of the plate. Chavez went with the pitch, went opposite field, and hit it over the head of left fielder Kevin Mensch.
The Rangers felt like they had a chance, though, as they were batting in the fourth inning with 2 out, a single by Barajas, and then Mark DeRosa, the number 9 hitter.
2 down, a runner at first. And Zito throws 2-1 to DeRosa, and that ball is launched deep left center field. Payton takes a few steps back, looks up, and it's gone way out of here. About 15 rows deep above the out-of-town scoreboard. A 2-run shot for Mark DeRosa, his 6th of the season. And it's an 8-4 ball game.
That was almost Richie Sexton-esque.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Hit it a ton up in the air. Well,
like you said,
Arlington.
This is the ballpark.
Fourth inning, 8-4, Bill King. Wish you were here, big guy. 8-4, fourth inning. It was a Bill King kind of a ball game. In the sixth, the A's made it 9-4 with one out, a single by Ellis. Kendall bounced to first when Teixeira bobbled the ball and blew a chance for a forced play at second. And so Ellis was in scoring position with Kotze coming up. Ellis leads from second. Kotze sends a fly ball short center. Matthews plays it on a hop. Ellis running all the way with two out will score easily on a single to center by Kotze. And now it's 9-4 Athletics. Boy, in the top of the order, doing a lot of damage tonight. A career-high 70 RBIs this year for Kotze. Barry Zito finished the game going 7 innings, allowing 5 hits and 4 runs. He retired the last 10 batters he faced. 1, 2, 3 in the 5th, 6th, and 7th. In the 6th inning, Rod Barajas was up with 2 out and nobody on. And Zito's pitch is on the way, and it swung on and missed. Came upstairs with a fastball and strikes him out. And so Zito has retired 7 straight, and 3 of those by strikeout. And after 6, the A's 9, Texas 4. That was Zito's 8th and final K of the game. As things turned out, the A's had Dukeshire in the game in the 8th inning. A single by Teixeira, Soriano reaching when Dukeshire couldn't find the first base bag on a 3-1 play. Mensch flied out, and so the Rangers, it was 9-4 at this point. They had 2 on and 1 out. Ricardo Rincon came out of the A's bullpen to face the dangerous Blaylock. The A's play the infield double play depth. Teixeira's at third, Soriano at first, 9-4 Athletics. Outfield toward left, lefty against lefty. Kendall sets up outside, and the pitch is a ground ball to second, not well hit. Ellis turns, throws to short, relay back to first. Rincon throws one pitch and gets a 4-6-3 double play. The ball was hit kind of medium, and it took Ellis one step to his left, but he whipped it over to short, and then Scudero, the quick turn over to first, as the A's get a 4-6-3 double play on Blaylock to retire the Rangers in the 8th inning. And after 8, A's 9, Texas 4. 9-4 going to the 9th. It seems secure, but everybody, I think, remembering that the A's were down by 4 runs on Wednesday and came back and won that game against Seattle 8-7. So in the 9th inning, the Rangers, the door was slightly ajar for them when Phil Nevin led off against Rincon. 3-2 on the way, and Nevin rips it to left, hooking in the corner, right down the line, and that is gone. Phil Nevin, a line drive home run, leading off in the 9th inning for Texas, and it's a 9-5 ball game. On a 3-2 pitch, as we said earlier in the last inning, he's just happy to have somebody other than Zito out there on the hill. Now Ken Maka's made the call to the bullpen for Kiko Calero. It's a 9-5 game. Nevin's 3rd home run in the American League this year, got a fastball down and in. His 12th overall. Well, Calero came on. He got Barajas on a strikeout. He walked DeRosa. He got Matthews to fly to right, but Michael Young after a long dual walk. And so now it was a save situation with 2 on and 2 out. Houston Street came on and faced Teixeira. He must have been looking for a fastball on the first pitch. Street deals, and it swung on and ripped to right. It's gone, and it's a 1-run game. How do you like that? Dead right field, just crushed. And now it's 9-8. That was a no doubt about it. And now Soriano will be coming up with a chance to tie it. A 3-run home run by Mark Teixeira. He must have been guessing fastball because he got 194 and it took a split second. Belt high, no sink, right down the middle. Well, 9-8 A's, and here's Soriano. And here was Soriano with Houston Street really at this point looking to buckle down. Now Soriano calls time briefly, didn't leave the batter's box. Now Street goes back behind the hill, wipes his brow. Now Houston climbs up on top, hugging at the bill of his cap, working with the first base side of the slab. And kicks and deals the 2-2, a fly ball, right field player coming on. He's right there in short right and makes the catch. In kind of a typical ballpark in Arlington night, the A's don't take a deep breath until the final out of the game, and finally now they can exhale on a fly ball to right by Alfonso Soriano after Texas got up off the deck for 4 runs in the 9th inning as the A's win their 78th game. Final score, A's 9, Texas 8. Another huge night for Mark Ellis, extending his hitting streak to 9 consecutive games. He homered, doubled, singled twice, had an RBI, and 3 runs scored. And Mark will be guesting with Steve Hitker when our A's post-game coverage